The drama starts with a beautiful girl, Yan, who is planting some flowers in her house and listening to the news. Then she comes to know that the person being talked about in this news is her husband Wei, and she gets shocked because in that news her husband is with some other girl. Her heart is completely broken, and she says how can this happen because her husband had told her that he is going abroad and now he is here in her country. Then her husband Wei comes there and starts getting angry at her and says that you were not able to hear the doorbell. I was ringing the bell outside since then. On which Yan says that who is this girl with whom you are coming on television? Will you tell your truth yourself or should I go out and ask people? On which Wei says that stop this nonsense of yours. She is my girlfriend and I want to divorce you. On which Yan says, what nonsense are you talking about? And here Yan feels very bad. Her husband tells her that you have gone mad. I don't want to talk to you. Here Yan is trying every trick to bring her husband back to her life. But her husband is not listening to her and he is saying that I don't want to argue with you and I am leaving from here. The next scene we see is where Yan's health has deteriorated day by day, and she is on the bed and is taking her last breaths. Meanwhile, her true lover Tao comes who always loved her truly, and as soon as she sees him, Yan takes her last breath and dies. But with this, a magic happens that she travels back in time and reaches the time when she started dating people from school, and she is standing in the middle of the crowd here where everyone is watching the basketball match, and she is unable to understand how she is looking so young and why the people around her are looking so young. Then everything becomes normal there and a girl comes and asks her where were you since then? You know how well Tao has scored and he will win this competition without any efforts. Then Tao looks at her. Yan looks at him and says that she will not make the same mistake in this life which she did in her previous life. She made a mistake by choosing Wei as her husband. Now this time she will marry Tao at any cost. And here we see the past scene where Tao is telling her that why are you marrying Wei? I will come back in just a few days. Then I will talk to your family because I am going to my grandparents. And he never came to meet her after that day. And here Yan is remembering all those moments that when Tao went abroad, after that she was married to Wei. Here her friend tells her that I know Tao is very handsome, but don't stare at him so much. After that, her friend tells her that come on, the red ribbon culture has started in the school, so we have to go quickly. And Yan asks her what is this? To which her friend says that actually exams are about to happen in the school, so all the children believe that if we want to score good marks in the exams, then we will tie this ribbon here and we will get good marks. Then suddenly the sports students start coming there. Tao is also among them and he is coming taking off his clothes. Her friend runs away from there leaving Yan alone. But Yan comes in front of her. She says to Tao, excuse me, I have come here by mistake, to which Tao comes to her and says, you can turn back. And seeing the ribbon in her hand he questions that you are afraid of failing, that you are following this useless culture. On which Yan says that actually these are not mine but of my friends. And she says that I should go, and as soon as she turns back, her face hits the wall and she is about to fall. On which Tao catches her and says that you walk carefully, and Yan runs away from there shyly. Here Tao's friend teases her that that girl was brushing after looking at me. Do you like her? On which Tao says that I have met her for the first time. Don't talk nonsense. Now we see the next scene where Yan is standing in front of Yan, and he is getting angry at her, and saying that, if you do not go home with me in 2 minutes, then you will never go home. And Yan completely ignores him and goes and sits inside the room, and Tao sees all this. Now, Yan sits inside the room and studies. The teacher is sleeping and the entire classroom is empty. Tao comes to her and says, you don't need to sit here alone and study. I will take you to my study place. And he takes Yan to his study place and sits with her and studies. Yan slowly falls asleep and spends the whole night sleeping on Tao's shoulder. The next morning when they wake up, Yan apologizes to Tao and says that she will not do such a thing again. On which Tao says that I trust her, and after that both of them run to school. There Tao realizes that the people around are looking at them both in a strange way and Yan's image may get tarnished. So he asks Yan to go to class and Yan says that we are already late. If we get late in the class, the teacher will scold us. Tao says, I promise that I will not come late to the class and this does not happen. Tao comes late to the class for which the teachers are scolding him, and everyone is looking at Tao with loving eyes, especially the girls. After that Tao goes and sits next to Yan and says, don't look at me like that. Anyway, that teacher is my uncle so he can scold me. Now we are shown the next scene where Yan is standing in front of her grandfather and grandmother and Jai is standing there on whom Yan's grandparents are getting angry and saying that, if you don't take care of Yan from now, then what will you do with her after marriage? How can we trust you? But he keeps misbehaving with them. He leaves from there in anger and after that Yan looks at her grandparents and says that I know both Tao's truth and Wei's truth very well. But I will not make the same mistake in this life which I did in my previous life. Now we are shown the next scene where Yan is with Tao and she is at a study place. But Tao has invited his friends there and is partying there. Here Yan is trying to study sitting in a corner, and she is thinking about Tao again and is trying to reach Tao wherever he is because she is getting disturbed a lot here. But all this does not matter to Ya, and he tells his friend to increase the volume of the music. The people sitting there explain to him that Yer is studying. Don't do this. But Ya does not listen to anyone and says, yes, I know. Then we see that there is a girl sitting there, Laya, who is very jealous of Yan, because all the handsome boys of the school talk only to Yan. She goes and directly pours a drink on Yan's clothes. She lies to Yan that her foot slipped by mistake. She also apologizes to her. But Yan says, it doesn't matter. Then tell me where is the bathroom. On which she tells Yan the way to the bathroom, and when Yan leaves from there, she calls someone and says, I have sent a very cute girl to your room. Enjoy yourself with her, but don't forget to send me a photo. Now we see the next scene that Yan goes inside that room. There is a creep sitting there who goes and starts touching Yan in a strange way, and Yan says stop making a scene. Let me go or else I will call the police. But that man says that this room is soundproof. If the sound here does not go out, then no one will be able to save you. Here we see that a friend of Tao sees Yan in the same club. Then he goes and directly tells Tao that your girlfriend is also here. Now Tao comes running to meet Yan, and when he comes running there, he finds the ribbons that Yan had in his hand lying outside a room. He thinks that Yan is inside this room, and as soon as he is about to go inside, his friends come there and say, what is she doing here? Actually, his is inside. You can go and meet her and probably she will be there because I heard that she is studying and Yan is trying his best to disturb her so that he can talk to Yan, but Yan is not doing that. Tao leaves from there but he gets a little suspicious about that room. Later he is torturing Yan badly inside. Yan somehow beats him and enters the bathroom and from there she directly starts dialing the number of Yan. Here we are shown to Yan who is inside the party. His friend tells him to call a girl like, she must be somewhere around here. But then he gets a call from Yan and he blocks her, saying that he does not want to talk to her. Meanwhile, he gets a call from his grandmother who tells him that Yan has not come home yet. Tao hears this and he feels something is wrong and he runs straight to the back of that room and he understands that Yan is there and he also runs after her and here that rude man reaches Yan inside the bathroom. But by then, Tao also reaches outside the bathroom door, and as soon as he opens the door, he sees that Yan is inside. He almost insults that man and protects himself. He explains to Yan that you should not be afraid at all. You are safe? Yan says okay. And here Tao beats that man badly and asks his men to catch him. On which V says to him, why did you not call me? Yan says stop talking nonsense. I called you and you blocked me. And here we see that the man points fingers at Yan's character, on which Tao beats him even more badly. He tells Yan that I will take you home. On which Yan says no, I will go with them. You go home. On which Tao gives her his number and says that, from next time if you ever need me, then call me. Now we see the next scene where Yan has reached home and she is talking to Tao, and then she hears that Tao's servant asks her to get medicine. Then she asks Tao, "What is the matter? Are you not well?" On which Tao says, "Yes, my stomach is just a little upset." On which Yan comes to know that in the previous life, also Tao's stomach used to be upset, and he had a serious problem. Now the next morning when V wakes up, his maid comes to him and asks him what he wants to eat for breakfast. On which he tells her the choice of what he has to eat. But then he smells something strange. On which he asks, "What is this?" On which the maid tells that Yen madam is making something to eat. Maybe it is some medicinal porridge. On which V thinks that Yan is making it for him. Then we see the next scene where a basketball competition is going on in the school, and then Tao sees Yan there and she has a tiffin in her hand. Tao asks her, "What is this?" Yan says, "I made porridge for you with my own hands to say thank you." On which Tao says, "You hold it. I will come after finishing this game. We will sit and eat together." And as soon as he starts leaving from there, Laya comes to him and she gives him coffee milk. But Tao ignores her. On which Laya gets angry and she goes and starts fighting with Yan. When Tao's friends tell this to Tao in the middle of the match, Tao tells his friend, "I think the matter has become too serious. I will have to go protect Yan." And here we see that Laya is blackmailing Yan to stay away from Tao and Wei, and says that the boy with whom she was stuck in the hotel room that day has taken some photos of Yan and herself, and Laya blackmails him for those photos. But by then Tao arrives. He snatches the phone from her hand and says, "How dare you blackmail any girl like this?" Here Yan is getting very angry and it seems as if she is about to break Laya's face. On which Tao deletes all those photos in front of everyone, and here Lie still does not stop her nonsense, and she tells Tao that we have a family connection. "So why are you fighting with me for an outsider?" Tao says that that connection is just a business connection and not our personal connection. "Stop talking nonsense." And here Laya still talks nonsense to Yan, on which Yan scolds her, and Tao gets happy thinking that Yan is taking a stand for him, and he tells her that now you don't need to talk to him, so you can come with me. And now Tao comes from there with Yan, and also warns Laya that from next time he should not behave like this with any girl, or else something bad will happen to her. Now we see the next scene where Tao takes that food from Yan's hand. Now, Yan is inside the classroom and she is tensed that Laya should complain to her parents and get Tao scolded, on which Tao is writing something on a slip and sending it to her, and both of them talk to each other by writing on a paper. The teacher sees this thing and he tries to ask for that slip from Yan. Tao says this is a private matter. On this, he threatens the teachers and says that he will go home and complain to her mother about all these things. The next scene is shown that Yan and Tao are in a library where Yan asks Tao if he can teach her. Tao is teaching her, then suddenly a lizard is seen there. Seeing which she gets scared and comes very close to Tao. But by then the library guard comes there and says that this is not a place to have love. On which Yan and Tao move away from each other. Now we are shown the next scene where Tao wants to safely drop Yan to her home. And he sees all this. And he asks her that for whom was the medicinal porridge you made yesterday. Yan says, "What do you have to do with it?" He says, "I have thrown away the entire porridge made today. Now I will see how you will come after seeing it." Yan says, "You did very bad. You know how much effort goes into making it." And she leaves from there in anger and says that we both can never live together. And she goes to sleep in the room. Tao comes to her. He sits with her the whole night giving her his watch. And when she wakes up, Yan apologizes to him that she is causing so much trouble. Now we see the next scene where Tao and Yan are in the classroom, and they are studying. On this, Wei is very jealous, and he complains to the teacher that Yan and Tao are talking too much, due to which my studies are getting disturbed. On this, the teacher scolds Wei and humiliates him in front of everyone and makes him sit. Now we see that here Wei again tries to convince Yan, and he tells her that we can sit together and eat. When Yan refuses, he snatches her bag. Yan snatches her bag and starts leaving from there in anger. But then she gets a call from Tao and he tells her, "Today we will do another exercise. You come and meet me in the library." Yan is in the library, but Wei starts creating a scene there and is talking very loudly. on which the people in the library tell them to talk softly. By then Tae arrives there. He asks Yen, "What is the matter here?" And here Yen is apologizing to the students sitting there that because of her, their studies are getting disturbed so much. And here Tae comes and tells her to tell me what the matter is. On which Wei gets angry at her and starts saying, "What is this drama going on, and why is this boy coming between us again and again?" Yen does not understand what to say. Here the students sitting there start making videos of those people. On which Yan feels that she is shameless, and if because of this, T's image will go down in the whole school, then she will not be able to forgive herself. So she asks Tae to leave from there, on which Tae leaves in anger. Now, Yan feels bad about this and she tells Wei, "Don't come near me again. I have personal freedom too. I don't need to take trouble from you all the time for everything." When she comes out, she sees that Tae is leaving in anger and Yan tells him, "Forgive me. But I had no other option. I did not want your image to be spoiled in the whole school because of Wei." On which Tae says, "Then why did you ask me to leave from there and why is there a fight between you and Wei?" On which Yan says, "I have already told you." But here we are shown the scene where Yan had worked hard day and night and made a medicinal forest for Tae, which she used to send to his house every day, and here one day, she is again making medicinal porridge for him. On which the maid of her house says that a very good relationship will be formed between you and Tae, and Wei thinks that all this is for him. But Yan cooks all the porridge and puts it in the tiffin and keeps it in the fridge. Wei gets angry and says, "For Yan, do I not exist?" And he throws all the porridge in the dustbin. Next morning when Yan wakes up to go to school, she sees that all the porridge she made is lying in the dustbin, and seeing all this, a fight starts between her and Wei. Yan is currently saying to Tae, "I am questioning you. Tell me, why is there a fight between you and him?" Yan says, "Excuse me. My grandparents are waiting for me at home. I have to go." And she leaves from there after making an excuse to Tae. Now we are shown Yan's grandparents who are very angry because Yan's grandmother had told his father that they will also invite Wei's mother. To which his father says, "This is our family function. We cannot invite a woman who has left our child alone just because she liked another boy outside." By then, Yan comes back there and her grandmother tells her that actually it is Wei's birthday, and "I want you to select some good clothes for yourself." Yan says absolutely. And she becomes happy because she just wanted to see her grandparents happy, and she never wants to hurt them. Here Yan is selecting some dresses. By then Wei comes there. He asks what is going on here. To which his grandmother tells him that they are selecting a dress for Yan's birthday party. To which she asks Wei to help in making arrangements. To which he says that Yan has very good taste in selecting dresses. Now the main party scene is shown where Tae also comes, and he is drinking. But then Wei takes the drink from his hand and says, "This is my birthday party." On which Tae says, "I have received an invitation, and I have come here only for Yan." Then Yan comes down the stairs. Everyone is looking at her because she is looking very cute. And here Tae says, "I have never seen such a beautiful girl before today." But here he says, "Tell me, Yan, do you love me so much that you have got ready with so much love for yourself?" On which Yan says, "All this is not for you. I like getting ready. That's why I got ready. And my grandparents had told me. I did not want to upset them." On which he says, "It is a good thing." Then there comes a cake for Wei and Wei cuts it and gives it to Yan. Yan refuses to take it because she is allergic to cream and Tae knows this thing. Yan is surprised. Then another girl named Nasi enters there who looks very beautiful. This girl has very cute eyes, and she is also wearing a dress similar to Yan's, and she has liked Wei, and she is from Wei's music class. Everyone is surprised to see her, and here Wei is also surprised to see her. She has brought a gift for Wei and everyone is watching. Here Yan and she have a little fight over the outfit, and Yan says, "Shut your nonsense. Anyway, this outfit was not my choice. Tae selected it for me." And here Tae takes off his coat and gives it to her and says, "Come on, I will help you change your clothes," and he brings Yan with him. In the next scene we see that Yan changes her clothes. She wears some pink-colored frock, and here she thanks Tae for arranging her spare clothes for her. And then she gets a call from her grandparents who are calling her inside. Yan says, "I have to go." Tae says, "Don't worry, I will do everything and no one will question you. So tell me that all this is my sister's." To which Yan says, "Okay." And then we see that Via's mom enters there, who is not getting entry in the party. And she is fighting badly with the guard and is saying, the one who is going to be the next owner of this family is my son. And she argues so much with the guard that both of them start throwing stones at each other. On which a stone is about to fall near Yan, but Tae protects her. Here the people who have V's party cards give warning that they will call the police. On which V's mom runs away from there. Yan does not know what happened here and who this woman was. Then she gets a call that her grandmother's health has deteriorated. When Yan goes to the hospital, she sees that her grandmother is telling her grandfather that we did not invite that woman. Still, she came to our son's birthday party and spoiled everything. To which the doctor says, "You need to rest. You do not need to think about all this." And here Yan is listening to all this. She is getting upset after seeing it. Then she gets a call and someone comes and tells that he has run away from his birthday party. Does she know? Where did he go? Yan says, "I don't know." When she turns back, Tai is near her. Yan says, "What are you doing here?" Tai says, I come to see your grandmom. She is fine, and he asks her who was that woman who was creating a scene there. Yan says, "I don't know, and I also don't know where he has gone." To which Tae asks her, "Do you need a place to stay?" Yan says, "Yes, I am thinking of moving out of this house." To which Tae says, "Okay, I will help you." Now we are shown the next scene where Yan was leaving the house. The servants of the house are very upset to see her leaving, because they all have formed a very good bonding with her. By then Ve comes there, and he tells her that you cannot go like this. Yan tells her, "I have told you earlier also, don't try to control my life." He says that you are creating a scene, not me. Yan says, "I have to go. My friend is waiting for me outside here. The maid has made Yan's favorite cakes, etc. She gives them to him. He throws them away too. Yan and Ve start fighting badly. Then Tae enters and Tae says that I had explained to you earlier also that you will not take this decision of Yan. She will take it herself, and if she has decided that she will leave the house, then she has full right. She can leave from here. You are nobody." Yan and Ve start arguing to stop her. Both of them start snatching the bags from each other's hands. On which Yan now tells Ve to stay away and she leaves from there with Tae, and on the other hand, Ve calls grandfather to tell all this. The next scene is shown where Tae takes her to show a beautiful house and says that I had rented this house some time back. You can take this house. Yan agrees and she asks Tae, "Where do you live?" So Tai tells her that he lives near this house and they both are neighbors, to which Yan gets happy and she says to Tae, "Then I can come anytime." Tae says, "Yes, you can come to my house anytime." Next morning when Yan is about to go to school, she sees that Tae has not come out of his house yet. First she knocks on his door. Then she sees that the door is open, so she quickly goes inside and she sees that Tae is still getting ready to come to school. She gets shy and runs from there to the school. In the next scene we see Tae dropping her near the school from his car, and her friends see her who are teasing her. Then after a while she sees Tae there with Nasi, and both of them are pretending as if they are girlfriend-boyfriend. Then there is a physical test competition where everyone has to perform this competition in a group. Now everyone forms their own groups, and when V needs Yan to form a group, Nasi comes to him and he forms a group with Nasi. And here she forms a group with Yanti. Yan easily wins the first round, and Nasi loses due to jealousy. Then we see that in the meantime, Yan and Tae accidentally kiss each other. Seeing this, everyone is surprised. After that, a fight starts between V and Line, on which the teacher decides that he is removing both of them from this game, and here he forms a group of Nasi and Yan. Now she is performing the task with Yanti, when Nasi kicks Yan in her stomach in anger. Yan feels a lot of pain and Nasi is pretending as if she did not do all this intentionally. By then Jae and Tae come there and ask Nasi why did she do this. But Nasi says that she just made a mistake. She did not want to do all this intentionally. But the people standing there tell that she did all this intentionally. On which Tae picks up Yan and takes her to the hospital. Now the next scene is shown to us in the hospital, where the doctor gives some medicine to her, and here Tae is looking at her, and then after the doctor leaves, he sits next to her. He tells Yan that whatever happened today, the kiss was my first kiss. Yan says that I did not do all that intentionally. On which Tae says, I know, but I want to tell you something. Yan says that today is the school final. Then Tae says, will you be my girlfriend? And Yan is a little shocked that why is Tae asking her such a question. Tae tells her that I know you like me. Try making me your boyfriend once. You will never regret it. Yan looks at him and doesn't understand what to say, on which Tae slowly starts pulling her closer, and he is about to kiss her when Vei comes there and punches Tae hard, on which Yan gets angry, and she sees that Tae is bleeding, and she says that I will take revenge for this, and she slaps Vei and tells him not to try to come between us again. And after that, now we see the classroom scene where Yan is applying medicine on Tae's injury, and Vei gets jealous seeing this, and here we see Teak uncle who tells all these things to his mother, and his mother says that, quickly send me the photo of the girl whom my son is dating. And here his mother likes Yan very much. Now we see the next scene that, after the class is over, Yan and Tae are sitting in the park, where Yan is still applying medicine on his injury, and after that Tae tells him that everything is fine. There is no need to worry so much. Yan says, I am sorry, all this happened because of me. To which Tae says, yes, it is just a little pain. After that we see that Yan comes close to him, and she slowly blows on his injury, on which Tae immediately starts kissing him. Yan says, what kind of a way is this? On which Tae kisses him again, and here we are shown Wei, who is very drunk, and Nasi is near him, but he can see Yan inside Nasi, on which he starts kissing her and hugging her, and there he takes Yan's name, on which Nasi tells him that you are misunderstanding. I am not Yan. On which Wei gets angry, pushes him and says, how dare you come near me? You know that I like Yan. On which Nasi feels bad. He gets angry. Laya comes to him. She explains to him that you know that Wei has always liked Yan, and you have become like an old grown-up book for him. On this, Nasi gets angry. Now we see the next scene where Yan and Tae are coming together from a bubble tea shop and enjoying their time. Here Wei is shown who is very drunk. His friends take him home. Meanwhile, he remembers the words of Nasi's mother, hearing which he starts getting a little emotional, but it does not matter to him. Here we see that he is asking his friend who is in his mind, and here he takes Yan's name. The next day's scene is shown. He goes to meet Yan and he wants to confess his feelings to her. But Yan is not talking properly, and here first he makes an excuse that he was just leaving from here, and he came to ask Yan when she will return home. Yan says she lives outside. She will not come to his house with him. To which he says, okay, I will tell you the simple thing. I like you. And Yan says, I do not like you and I have a boyfriend. To which he says, this is my first confession. Why are you not believing me? And here we see the next scene where she is telling all these things to Yatai, that how he came to her and was telling her that he likes her. But Yan does not care about all these things. Now we see the next scene where she has gone camping with Yatai and is enjoying her time, and she goes out to get some stuff. Then, here we come to know that Nasi has given some money to the bad man to trouble Yan. Yan is being harassed badly in the jungle, and by then Tae comes to save her, and she gets so scared that she starts hugging Tae. Tae asks her to tell who has sent her here, to which she does not take anyone's name but says that yes, someone has sent me. To which Tae says to take her to the police station. By then we see Nasi coming there with her, on seeing whom Yan suspects that all this is her doing, and she slaps him hard. He asks her, why did you hit her? Yan says because she did all this and because of her all this is happening. To which Tae says that Yan is not lying, all this is true. On which nothing is understood, and now here Nasi apologizes to her in front of Jai and Yan. But those people do not forgive her and go away, and she keeps crying. In the next scene, we see Wei and Yan standing near a car and spending their quality time. Then he comes to them and says, I love you. Sorry. I want to take Yan home. Yan says, I have already told you that you don't need to take me home. I want to live outside, and I can't go and get into a relationship with you, because I like Tae and I am his girlfriend and there is nothing between you and me. In the next scene, we see that Tae and Yan come home, where he is saying that, why does it seem to me that I have some previous life connection with you? Hearing this, Yan gets emotional and she starts remembering the days of her past life, where she is sitting near Tae's house and crying. Tae asks her why is she crying? Sab tells that it is her parents' death anniversary, and she cannot go either, and she is going to get married to Y, but there is no one to take the place of her parents. And here Yan and T are shown where T is going abroad, and in the meantime Yan gets married to Wei and T has paid for all these things, and thinking all this, Yan gets emotional and says that she will never let him go away. Here we see Wei who thinks of messaging Yan, but has blocked her from the original. Then he thinks that he will erase all the memories of her. Then he finds the bottle there in which Yan has made a lot of origami, and he looks at it and gets to know that Yan always liked him. That is why he comes straight to Yan. He searches for her, but she is not in her hostel. When Yan is coming downstairs, Wei stands in front of her and says to her, "For how long will you hide this thing from me, that you do not like me? I have come to know that you like me," and he starts forcing her to come home with him. Yan gets angry and she tries to stop him, but by then Tai comes there and punches him hard and says that you have forgotten that we are dating each other. To which Wei says that this thing is not official. To which Yan says that okay, I will make this thing unofficial in front of you today. And we see that she kisses Tai in front of everyone, and here he is surprised. And she tells him that please go now. It is over now. I don't want to argue with you anymore. Let us live our life. And here he says that you will not come back home like this. Yan says, I will never come back, and here he leaves from there in anger. Now here we see Taco who is telling Yan that you are talking too much these days. You are making me your boyfriend in front of anyone. For me, this is a very big matter of happiness. Here we see Nasi who is with her mother. Her mother is saying that you cannot keep yourself calm for a few days. Because of you, we no longer have a house to live in. Those who used to like you have started hating you. On which Nasi now says that I will take my revenge from that girl and me. All this has happened because of her. Here the classroom scene is shown, where Yan is studying and Tae is enjoying watching her. Here we see Yan whose friend comes to her and tells her that I know that something is going on between you and Tae, because I can understand everything from the way you blush every day. Yan becomes happy and says, but don't tell this to anyone. We are dating right now. Then we see the next scene, where Yan gets a message from Tai and he calls her to come to a hotel. Yan gets ready and goes to the hotel. Here, Vei has also prepared surprises for Yan's birthday party, and Tae has also prepared surprises for Yan's birthday party. Here we see that both Vei and Tae are waiting for Yan to come in their separate rooms. Then suddenly Nasi comes to V's room. He is shocked and says, what are you doing here? Nasi says, I like you very much. I truly love you. To which he says, okay, but tell me, how did you come to know that I am here? To which she says, how should I tell? Then she confesses the truth and says, I had put some spies behind you. I came to know about this through them. He says, enough of this drama. You can go from here, and he respectfully sends Nasi from there. Here we see Yan happily going to Tae. Tae has kept many surprises for her and says that this is just the beginning, and he also sits with her. With this now she is going towards another surprise. But she accidentally bumps into Nasi. As soon as Nasi sees her, she gets angry and says, who brought this poor person to this hotel room? Don't you know that only rich people come to the hotel? Yan says, maybe you have forgotten who is poor and who is rich. Don't talk about your status and stop coming and talking to me again and again. Then we see that the waitress of the hotel tells Z that you can leave from here. Actually, our boss has booked the entire lunch for our madam, and after that we see that Yen leaves from there with him. When she comes inside the room, fruit cake has been ordered for her because she is allergic to cream cake. Now both of them celebrate the birthday and enjoy a lot. Here we see Nasi, who is very angry and says, "What is so good in Yan that I don't have? Everyone is just crazy about her." And then she bumps into a waitress, on which she says, "You don't have manners." "I was jealous," on which the waitress says, "There was cold soup in it. How will you eat it?" On which now Nasi says, "Even the normal people here are showing me side attitude." And she says to the girl, "Tell me, where is the bathroom? I have to go change." Here we are shown Yan, who is now ready to go home with Tai and is saying to Tai, "So how did you like my surprise?" Yan says it was very nice. "Can I go to the restroom for a while? Then I will talk to you." And she goes to the restroom. Here Tae is waiting for her, and here we see Vei, who is still waiting for Yan to come. And then there we see that a girl comes, and she tells Vei that the person you are waiting for is in the side room and is probably with her boyfriend. On which Vei goes to meet Yan, and he finds Tae there, and he says to Tae, "Where is Yan? I had made all the preparations for her birthday today, but she did not come, so I want to know how much I spent." On which Tae says, "Who told you to do all this? My girlfriend anyway does not like to celebrate her birthday outside and with her. And what do you think that she will celebrate her birthday with you? Because you are also an outsider for her." On which Vei says, "I have kept a birthday surprise for her. Stop making a scene. Where is she?" And here we are shown Nasi, who has changed her clothes and is saying that that stupid girl spilled hot soup on me and said that I will not go. And then suddenly Yan appears in front of her. She looks at Yan and says, "So you are here, and because of you everything is getting ruined. Today I will not leave you." I am furious, and she tries to throw Yan in the swimming pool. Yan says, "Why are you doing this? You know that I will not be able to go anywhere like this. Why are you ruining my life?" To which Nasi says, "We will talk about that later. First you die." And she pushes her in the swimming pool. Now Yan does not know how to swim. She is pretending in a pool for 4-year-olds, as if she has been thrown into the Pacific Ocean, and she is screaming for help and splashing in the water like a small goat. And here Nasi is standing far away and laughing at her, and she is saying that you die. I will become Wei's wife in your place, and you watch me from above, and you don't come to this world again. Here she also starts crying. But then suddenly Tai and Wei come there, in which Tai jumps into the water and saves her life, and he covers her with his coat so that she does not feel cold, and he tells Wei to send this stupid girl to the police station right now. She is Soon's murderer. She has tried to kill my prisoner. And here he makes Yan stand and says, "Are you okay? You are not having any problem, right?" Here Wei is shown saying to Nasi that how dare you hit him? I will kill you. And he starts strangling her, upon which Yan regains some consciousness. But here Wei comes to her and says, "Are you all right? Aren't you having any problem?" Yan says, "I don't want to talk to anyone," and she tells Tai that I want to go home, and from there she goes home with Tai. And when she comes home, she gets a call from Wei's maid, who tells her that Wei has locked himself inside the room and he is not talking to anyone, and she is calling Yan at home because Wei is not there. He is neither eating nor talking to anyone. She is worried that they might do something to her. Yan says, "I'm sorry, but I cannot come there because my boyfriend will not let me come there." And after this, she looks at Tae and hugs him. Tae says, "Everything is fine, right?" Yan says, "Yes, everything is fine. But now I will never let you go away from me." After that, we are shown the scene of their day out near school. After that, we are school, where their photo shoot is going to happen. V is also there. But Yan is giving all the princess treatment to Tae except him. And then after this, a photo of them together is clicked. And as soon as this scene ends, Tae takes out the ring in front of him and starts proposing to Yan. Yan also accepts his proposal, and with this, the drama has a happy ending. And we are also shown some of their cute and close moments.